Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. Thank you so much for all your support to the Kaspa community. But let's not waste any more time and talk about what's happening with our good old friend Kaspa right now. Looking at the overall market, looking absolutely amazing. We did start out on a very positive note, and we actually closed the monthly candle, for the month of June on a really positive note as well. But still, as I've said in my other updates, I still think that we do see more boring momentum before we actually see more upside. But we'll definitely take a green day, as you can see. So if you're looking at some massive profits, especially if you are in the meme coin category right now, it does not hurt to lock those profits in. But let's take a look at what's happening with Kaspa. So right now, if you're noticing, pretty much everything right now is in the green. But if you're noticing, Kaspa is down about 4.7%. And I know here is where all the newcomers coming into this space is going to be like, oh, this is it. This is ridiculous. Why is Kaspa not pumping? Etc., etc. And let me tell you, I understand. I totally understand, where that way of thinking comes. Because, when you kind of see so much bullish momentum for a certain project, you kind of get hooked to it, right? And then when you see a little bit of negative, a little bit of consolidation, it seems like the end of the world. But that's what you want to learn, right? And I totally understand, especially with the newcomers coming into the space. But we need to keep reminding ourselves how good this asset has been performing, up 23.7% on the weekly time frame and on the monthly time frame. Even though we're seeing this last week be quite a bit of green across the board, but pretty much the last month still remains to be quite red, pretty much throughout the board. And yet again, you're seeing Kaspa up 31.3% on the last 1 month alone. And I know a lot of people tend to forget this, and I give you guys a continuous reminder: if you are holding Kaspa, these are things that you don't want to be forgetting. But let's take a closer look and see what is happening right now and what has changed compared to yesterday's update. But before we do that, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So looking at the price, 18.16 cents, down about 5% in USD comparative and about 8% in Bitcoin comparative. Market cap at about $4.37 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume has gone up quite substantial. We're sitting at $200 million for that. And I know there's going to be some comments coming in and saying, oh, Crypto ZX, that's nothing. But considering, what exchanges this thing is listed on, it speaks for itself as to how much momentum Kaspa really has. Even though it's not listed on all the tier 1 exchanges, people still are wanting to get their hands on Kas, and that speaks for itself. So really nice to see that. But let's take a closer look and see what has changed. So as far as BTC is concerned, we did see the dominance go up a bit, and obviously Bitcoin did actually make its way back above 62.3. If you did watch my video, I was talking about that specific price at that 62.3, which Bitcoin has been trying to break out of and actually managed to get past that. I did indicate in my video that we could make our way up to 64.6, and I still think that is a realistic target to be aiming for the price of BTC. But do not be surprised, and this is what I want you guys to realize: do not be surprised that you're seeing quite a bit of green across the board, but in a snap of a finger you do see complete liquidation across the market. And again, that is literally what I mean. That is the main goal of the massive whales, to shake at the weak hands. Bears still are in control for the price of BTC. But let's take a look at what happens. I still do believe more sideways momentum before we break into the high 70s. Let me know your personal thoughts regarding that. Let's take a look at what's happening with Kaspa. So look at that. Now, will you look at that? Let's shift our focus towards the daily time frame for a quick second. And you can see this for yourself. Kaspa actually made its way up to a new all-time high at 19.75 cents. So after our video went live, we did see Kaspa breaking a new all-time high. So you know what? Let's extend the fib retracement a little bit higher. There we are. So you can see this for yourself. It did manage to reach a new all-time high, but still, as of now, you have not seen Kaspa reach the psychological price point of 20 cents. And it goes back to what I've said. I've been talking about this specific price target for quite some time. 20 cents is a psychological price point. Traders tend to lock profits literally just right before that target is to be met, because of course psychological price points are important levels for people to lock in profits, especially newcomers, traders to lock in profits, trader to open positions. So, these levels need to be understood and actually studied. So I'm not surprised that Kaspa is actually unable to break out of this key zone right now, and we are seeing Kaspa actually lagging behind the market right now. Reason for that is, so anyone that got in early, I hope you guys understand, pretty much just 2 weeks ago, Kaspa was sitting at about 13.7 cents. You did see Kaspa run up about 44.72%. So you cannot tell me right now that there aren't people that bought Kaspa around here that are not locking in profits. You just cannot tell me that. There's definitely profit taking that's happening. Maybe insiders as well. Think about it. Do you not realize that back in May there were people that actually knew that one of the biggest companies that actually mines Bitcoin is actually mining Kaspa? Do we really think that this news was not provided to other people? Definitely was. And I'm sure there were a lot of people that got in around here that actually locked in profits. Even when it went back into the 23.6 pip zone, we saw a sharp drop, but obviously the entire market saw a sharp drop. But look at this recovery. But profit taking is happening. But right now what we're being supported by is our previous all-time highs. You can see this for yourself. Previous all-time highs. And that's exactly where this price is currently bouncing at right now. So we're literally sitting at the 23.6 fib zone support line. But what you want to see happen is, this support actually hold as a level of support for us and see the price remain within this level. But we've seen in the past, Kaspa does see sharp drops, and we need to realize this. We've known Kaspa does tend to have sharp pullbacks, but I still do believe that it has more upside left in itself before it does see a little bit of a cool off. So that's how I'm analyzing, but it's extremely important for the price of Kas to remain within the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level. If you want to put this move into perspective, you can see this for yourself. We have seen a significant 11.33% drop, and again, I think this was completely due to one massive whale, one massive market sell. You saw recovery, then again once again you're seeing a little bit of a rejection for the price. It's hanging in there, it's still hanging in the 23.6 fib zone, but it needs to remain within this level. But so far so good. I'm liking what I'm seeing, but obviously that level is really important, to 20 cents. Once we actually crack past it, I do believe Kaspa moves up quite fast and actually reaches a good all-time high. But let's take it one step at a time. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Have patience, understand how this market works. If you got in around April 30th, you are up right now. Just a quick reminder, I know a lot of people tend to completely forget this, you're up about 74.27%, and if you don't want to lose these gains, have stop losses in place. I cannot stress that enough. But let me know down below what you guys think. Love each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for your support on the Kaspa updates. Continue supporting and you will continue to see these updates. But with that being said, we'll see you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.